Okay, we're back. We've been working on the hat, and of course that's where most of our work is going to go into, is the hat. Kind of got this idea from, there's other people that have done this, but I wasn't sure how to go about doing it until I sat down one day and just started messing with it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to try a spiral hat on it. And that's exactly what happened. Alright, so that wood's a little dark, that wood is a little older, so we're going to get rid of that, but that will all be painted eventually anyway, so this will be all taken off. So what we want to do here, right here at the bottom of the hat, of the piece, we have it drawn. This is the outside of the hat. We just want to kind of bring this down and around, put a stop cut in, and we're going to follow this out. Alright, just like so. And the same thing here with the rest of the hat. We're putting a stop cut in. Alright. And we're just gonna take that out. Okay? We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to file this out. Seems like we're doing a lot of Santas lately. There's still one Santa I will do. It's called the Windy Santa, and I'll save that for a little bit later. I think I have given you folks enough to work on for a bit between the shorty Santas and the snowman and this guy. This should keep you pretty busy for a while. It's funny how carving goes. Sometimes you get a lot of ideas at once, and for a while there I just wasn't sure what to do next, trying to look at what we could do for projects. Okay, now his beard comes down a little bit like from the side here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to trim this out. Just like so. Alright? And same thing here, we're just taking that corner off. Just following that, like a profile. Alright, that's all we did so far. Bring this down a little bit more. I'm going to dip this again because I want it to be nice and soft when I do it. Now, some of you may have seen this, some of you may have not. I have a old salsa jar that works. I love these jars. So versatile with what you can do. And all I do is dip it, and that's half water and half rubbing alcohol in that. Now you do run the chance of it checking. In fact, the big one I did of the Santa that I didn't do online, but I did that before I had done the one-eye Santa. It had a huge crack at the top, but I waited long enough for it to re-dry, and there isn't a crack in there. Because I noticed the next morning it was really, really damp, and so you run the chance. And if you happen to see the crack there, just let it go for a couple of days and see if it will seal itself up. If it doesn't, you're going to have to fix it. And it doesn't always reseal itself, but that time it did. And I've had that happen a couple of times already. So what we're going to do is keep scooping stuff out here. Now the trick here, or what you should try to do, is try to get all of the rust stuff off here. And just like we're doing the Santa hat on a regular Santa, we want to scoop this out nicely. We're going to take that little edge out, okay? And we're going to keep shaping the hat. Because really that's the part that really makes your pieces, is that spiral hat. And the face also, but your time is really spent in the hat, a lot of it. Okay, so see how I have that sweeped out? This all has to come out yet, so kind of taper it up there. Notice that I'm moving my carving and not my knife. Or a combination of the two. Alright, so we've got it that far. What we're going to do next is I'm going to trim this back a little bit, get rid of that little edge there. This is all going to go, this rough stuff is going to go get off of here. Cut out. Alright, I'm looking at it and it doesn't have the sweep for the scoop that I want, so I'm near the trim of the hat, so I start scooping it out a little bit more. Now, some of the hats, you can do a number of different things with the hats. If you want to make these ornaments similar, you can make it that it's a rimpled hat, like I'll put a lot of folds in it, or you can do the spiral like I'm doing, or leave it plain, you know, with a couple of folds in the back and just the face and a straight cap. I always think if you put a few folds in it, or if you put the spiral in it, it adds something to it. It takes longer to carve, so if you're trying to do it to sell, it's going to take you longer to do it. But if you're enjoying it, you won't mind taking the extra time. Alright. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to find the bottom of the nose, and we're going to start on the face a little bit. I just kind of jump all over the place a little bit. Alright, just like so. Alright. Now I'm going to take the point of my knife, and I'm going to see if I can redefine how I did that. In fact, let me just bring this down just a little bit more before I actually cut it. Okay. We'll fuss with that in a little bit here. Now I got to redefine where those lines are. There we go. I like little short stubby noses. So if you make it a little wider on the bottom, that's okay. And I didn't go all the way to the side here, so go back here and recut it. Alright, so take this and we're going to bring it down straight. Now see how I have it parallel with the corner. Okay, and now bring it down and around. Same thing with this side. Okay. It looks like we're almost out of time, but if you're not sure and you can't see it, make sure you just stop what you're doing, take it out, and go from the other direction. So we're going to bring this out a little bit. Now right underneath the cap, you're going to have to make it a little bit deeper, just like so. So it clears. Okay? We'll be right back.